Hey vinyl community, it's been a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd come and say hello and yeah, show you some cool albums hopefully, and maybe inspire you to check out something new. So come with me, won't you, to the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa, Central Africa, and we'll start off with Grand Signor Taboulé Presente Beliebel. This is, you know, people throw around words like beautiful like it's nothing, but to me this lady's voice is really, really beautiful. When she hits the high notes towards the end of this song, the first track, I'm not even sure how you pronounce it really. She says it in the song, but it's African and it's hard to pronounce for me. But anyway, if you can see the first track there, yeah, I can't pronounce it, as you can tell. It's really beautiful. Like towards the end of the song, when she starts hitting those high notes, it's like wow. It's like it just touches the soul. It's so beautiful. She had a really just pure voice, just so pure, and just it's almost like childlike in a way in its purity. It's so lovely, and it's like really sort of upbeat African rhythms on this, and it's just really lovely. Great EP, 4 songs. This is an original copy from Africa. I believe Taboulé is very famous in Africa, in the Congo. Apparently he's quite a influential figure, songwriter, singer in his own right. I actually have one of his records as well, which is really good. And apparently Beliebel is well known as well. Very famous out there as well apparently, and I can see why, because this is really just lovely music. If there's somehow, I don't know if it's on YouTube, if you can kind of find that first song on YouTube maybe, it's really just beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, I really enjoyed that earlier. I always have a dance around to that one in my living room when I play that, because it's great. Okay, so next one, taking our plane to France now with Serge Gainsbourg and Aux Armes, etc. Now, if you're only familiar with Serge Gainsbourg's work, such as like Je T'aime, this album will blow your friggin' mind out of your brain, out of your head rather. This is incredible. Basically, if you can imagine Serge Gainsbourg mixed with super cool reggae, then this is exactly what that is. And it's kind of weird in a way, because it's got Sly and Robbie doing the music, legendary Sly and Robbie reggae artists. So the music is, if you know your reggae, you know Sly and Robbie. They played on so many great reggae albums, it's ridiculous. And they are absolutely rock solid. So you've got that. Then you've got the i3s backing him up, which was, I believe, was that Bob Marley and the Wailers, female backing vocalist as well, I think. So yeah, you got them. So top-notch reggae artists with Serge Gainsbourg doing his thing over the top, and it's just so cool. It's just a really upbeat, fun, super cool album. Just really, really cool. If you know like I'm blanking on the name now. Histoire de Melody Nelson, his really sort of famous cool album that he made, amongst many, but that's kind of the well-known one, you know, the blue cover and the Jane Birkin on the front dressed like a kid. We won't go into that. But yeah, this album is super cool as well. So yeah, check it out. Great cover, shots there, classic kind of just in the Sahara, it looks like. Even though this was like made in Jamaica, and even says on the front there, you know, with Kingston, reggae musicians from Kingston, Jamaica, in French. No, brilliant album. If you like reggae, if you like Serge Gainsbourg, then check this out. This is really cool. Really, really cool. This is an original French copy. So yeah, check it out. I love that album. I love Serge. Next one, I listened to this one earlier. Savoy Brown, Getting to the Point. This is blues rock. This is an original copy from 1968, original UK copy. I believe the American copies had a different cover, not quite as cool, we might say. This is to me like an iconic cover there, really. It's pretty cool. He's got his band name there, and then he's got Decca, obviously the record label, as badges there on his shirt, which is pretty cool, and the purple shirt with the kind of mustard background go together. It all kind of works, and then he's got the black guy there in the glasses. I guess kind of inferring that he's kind of seeing the world through a black man's point of view, maybe, because he's a blues artist. I don't know if that's like a famous blues musician that they've used there or something. I don't recognise him, but maybe it's just like what I said. But yeah, really great album. If you like Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, that whole UK blues rock thing of the late 60s, then you'll love this, basically. There's points in this where he actually sounds like Peter Green to me, and I was thinking, is he actually trying to emulate Peter Green, because he really sounds like him? It wouldn't surprise me. But it's really good, really, really good. One of the best UK blues rock bands of the time, I would say. So yeah, this is, like I said, an original UK, so it's quite pricey actually, but I don't know if you can get reissues. I imagine you probably can, or maybe find a battered one at a record fair somewhere, or an American copy maybe, or maybe you just want to pay for an original like this and to have the cool cover. But yeah, great album. This is a new find. Paul McCartney's Ram. This is a UK original, first press, with, I believe, the way to tell these, if they're first presses or not, I don't know if it's 100% correct, but according to the internet, so you know, you can trust that, they have white spines, and the later issues have like a yellow spine to match the rest of the cover, but these, apparently the originals have a white spine. But yeah, this is like perfect condition, like it even cracks, makes noise when you open it. Listen to that, it's like porn. But yeah, an original, great sounding album. The production is great. I mean, what do you expect coming from a Beatle on Apple? It's going to be good, isn't it? But no, this album's amazing, really. This is an album that I slept on for years because I just thought, well, it's Paul McCartney. Before I was really, you know, I'm not obsessed with the Beatles now, but before I really got into them properly, I saw that album cover about a lot in charity shops and stuff for nothing, and I would think, oh, it's probably boring Paul McCartney, you know, when he'd, like, a later album or something when he'd kind of got a bit boring. But actually, no, this album is really, really cool. The arrangements, the kind of interesting melodies, very creative album. Like if you're into the White Album era, Paul, I think this will be of interest to you. Very interesting. He's got his wife Linda, who does they do get billed together on the album, Paul and Linda McCartney. She kind of mainly provides backing vocals really. She can't sing, to be honest. She couldn't sing, but she did have a charm. It is very charming. It kind of reminds me of like the Mamas and the Papas, like maybe like Michelle Phillips or something, in certain parts. But very charming, like I said. And I think it's quite sweet that he had his wife singing with him on his albums. It's quite, I don't know, it's quite romantic, isn't it, really? It's nice. But yeah, she was a great photographer as well. If you've never checked out her photos, she was great. But yeah, a really excellent, interesting album. Apparently very influential on like indie bands, because this is kind of like considered like one of the first indie albums in the sense that it kind of is all over the place. It's hard to explain, really. It's all over the place in terms of the arrangements, and like quite modern in the way it's structured, in the sense that it kind of, there's no limits on like where it would go and how it could. Give it a listen, basically, if you don't know it. If you like the Beatles and have never checked this one out, it's awesome. John Mayall, Crusade. This is 67. This is with Mick Taylor on guitar from the Rolling Stones. Future Rolling Stone. I think he was only like 18 or something when he did this. It's fantastic, brilliant. If you know John Mayall, great blues artist from England. Basically kind of responsible for the blues boom really in England. Very legendary figure here, and I guess in the blues world in general. I told this story on my Eric Clapton special about how I met him, and he kind of basically blanked me completely and ignored me, but I still love his music, you know, whatever. But yeah, and by the way, if you've not checked out that Eric Clapton special, check it out, because nobody watched it, and I spent ages on that. But yeah, anyway, really great album, really. If you know his albums and have not checked this one out, check it out, it's brilliant. The song Driving Sideways by Freddie King, Mick Taylor goes wild on the guitar on that one, so it's worth checking out if you're a guitar player for that alone. Brilliant album if you like your blues. Last one I'll show, The Kinks. This is an original copy of, now this is so long-winded, Lola versus Powerman and the Money Ground, Part 1. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? But yeah, this is a genius album though. For its crazy long-winded title, it's actually a genius album, as you probably know. But yeah, so many classic songs on this album, it's unbelievable. This is like, if you ever needed proof that Ray Davies was a genius, this is it. I mean, what have we got here? So Lola, obviously. This Time Tomorrow, I mean, what a beautiful song This Time Tomorrow is. Just gorgeous. A Long Way From Home, beautiful as well. Ape Man, you know, just great songs all the way on this. I actually saw Ray Davies live a few years ago at Glastonbury Abbey. They put on shows there at the Abbey, organised by Michael Eavis, who does the Glastonbury Festival there. And they put on shows in the Abbey as well every year. And Ray Davies was there one year, and that was beautiful. If you can imagine, beautiful Glastonbury Abbey in the summertime, gorgeous old ancient abbey with Ray Davies singing Kinks songs. Oh, it was so good. I saw Brian Wilson there as well another year, which wasn't as good because he was past his prime, you might say. I'll show you a quick couple of singles, some French Beatles here. I showed this one on Instagram, Giant Steps 19. If you don't follow me, feel free. The Ballad of John and Yoko and The Old Brown Shoe. Great tracks. Kind of later era. Yeah, lovely. I love these like European singles, EPs from back in the day. They got these great picture sleeves, didn't they, that England didn't seem to get really. So it's fun collecting them. Here's another one, Lady Madonna, backed with The Inner Light, a great psychedelic George Harrison song. If you don't know that one and are into his kind of psychedelic stuff, check that out because it's really cool. And then this one's great as well, last one here. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Power to the People. Ride On, Ride On. Still relevant today. I love the design on that, just a great simple design. The black Apple logo there, that's pretty cool to me. And it's on kind of standard Apple. With the star, the black star there. Is that a communist star? And on Revolution he kind of said he was against that. But that kind of looks like that to me. But anyway, I don't know. I'm ignorant to that kind of stuff, so I need to do my research there a bit. But anyway, great single. But yeah, that's it for now. Oh yeah, by the way, I watched Bob Dylan's Rolling Thunder review the other day, and that's brilliant. If you've not seen it, I know it's been out a while, but I finally got around to seeing it, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. I didn't even realise that half of it's fake. Spoilers. If you've not seen it, turn off. But yeah, half of it is like fiction, and like the bit with Sharon Stone, where she like says she met him, and the bits with like the German filmmaker. That's all acting. That never happened. That blew my mind. I didn't even realise. I couldn't believe it because I didn't research it. You know, I didn't read it about it at all before I saw it. I just saw it, so I just thought it was all real, and I was like, "What? I can't believe it." He kind of mixed in fiction and fact. Oh man, that was a mind blower. But yeah, great. If you like that period, if you like your 70s rock, if you like your Bob Dylan, check it out because it's brilliant. But yeah, anyway, nice talking to you, as it were, and yeah, feel free to leave a comment. Nobody left a comment on my last video. Obviously people are busy or they're tired and they can't be bothered, fair enough. I watch videos and don't comment, you know, you just like to relax with people sometimes, don't you? So it's all good. But yeah, feel free if you like. And yeah, until next time, cheers.